Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. If I've said it once, I'll say it again. We are what we consume. And this means everything, mind, body, and soul. And it is so important to understand this on all levels. So I want to go over it today. When it comes to making one's life kinder and simpler, happier and healthier, the first thing I always think about is this: we are what we consume. And that's on a body level. We are what we eat, quite literally. Like, people wonder why they feel like crap all the time, but they're eating crap. Our body, our cells, are made up of what we eat. We don't just get energy from our food. Like, our food turns into the nutrients required to create the chains that make up our cells. And so if you're making your cells out of junk food, you're gonna feel like junk. If you're making your cells out of foods rich in nutrients, then you're gonna be rich in nutrients. Same goes for the mind. What we watch, what we listen to, who we spend our time with, we are what we consume. So if you're watching shows, movies that are made up of things that are just mind-dribbling, drooling nonsense, you're gonna be made up of mind-dribbling, drooling nonsense. If what you're watching empowers you, it teaches you something, reminds you of something you already knew, builds your brain, then you are going to be filled with knowledge and strength and inspiration. We are the top 5 people we spend our time with. So the people that you spend most of your time with are what you're going to be as well. Period. End of story. I don't care how resilient you think you are. I don't care how much you think you are capable of preventing this. It happens. Period. I thought once that I was capable of not having this happen to me. It's not the case. We are, in part, made up of the 5 people we spend most of our time with. Lucky for me, I spend a lot of time with myself. So I'm mostly made up of me at this point. But the couple of other people that I do spend my time with, I recognize myself. Or recognize them in myself, was what I meant to say. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. So that's why you want to be super aware of how you spend your time. On a soul level, what are you doing when it comes to your spirituality? What are you doing? Really, your mind and body is going to facilitate your soul. So when it comes to you are what you consume, when it comes to your soul, that is going to be an amalgamation, a combination of what you're doing with your mind and your body. So these are so crucial to be aware of, because who are we if not who we are? And we are what we consume. At the end of the day, these are the things that we have to be aware of if we want to be happy, healthy, and raise our vibration spiritually. Because it is what we are made of. We come down to how we spend our time. And there was a point once in my life where I didn't understand how someone could sit around and veg out. And I learned the hard way. And boy, is it hard. Once you've trained yourself to do something habitually, and then you untrain yourself to do the right things, it is hard to get back to those things sometimes. And so you're just better off not letting yourself slip. And you can get back. There's no reason why you can't get back there. But the climb up is always harder than the ride down. So keep that in mind if you ever catch yourself slipping. But don't despair if you're climbing up that hill again, because you will make it, you will get there. It just, the way in which we manage to have anything become a habit is by doing it habitually, regularly. So you've got to be doing the things that you want yourself to consist of regularly, if that's what you want to consist of. That's what they mean by in manifesting and spirituality. You know, you've got to be the way you want things to be before they even happen. You've got to figure out what it would look like if everything was exactly the way you wanted it to be. What would that look like as far as the way you would be? Because our outside is a reflection of our inside. So if you want your outside to look differently, you have to change your inside. You've got to figure out what it looks like, what you would look like, how you would act, how you would talk, what you would do if you were living in that ultimate reality, and then change from the inside out. Because you don't change from the outside in, trust me. I learned that one the hard way too, even though I already knew it. Sometimes it doesn't matter what I intellectually know. I don't always emotionally understand it until I've experienced it. And that is not always a fun way to live, but it's a way. And I don't regret any of it because it's an adventure. So yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it always and forever. Thank you guys for joining me for another video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out the links in the description. May the energies you serve you well, and let's keep making our way through.